Hello, it's Fabian with you once again, taking you through another setup tip for the installation of the SICK Bike Parts Shift Kit. As described in a previous video, once we've ascertained that the 17-tooth jack shaft sprocket is in perfect alignment with the 10-tooth output shaft sprocket, we can double check that the shift kit is perfectly square and true with the engine case. To do this, we will use a square and we will use a vernier caliper. We'll make sure that the vernier is zeroed. We'll then open up the vernier. We'll then place the square on the bottom of the shift kit. We will then take the vernier and place it on the top of the square. We'll get a reading 40.04. And then we will get another reading. .82. Okay, in this case we are 1.3 millimeters. 40.04. Oh, okay, 1.22 millimeters out of square. I'm reasonably happy with that, considering that I worked off the back of the clutch case, and that was a relatively short distance to put my square over. So in this case now I've measured over a much longer distance. So that's come in pretty good as far as I'm concerned, you know, 1.2, 1.3 millimeters worth of difference. Okay, so that's an easy tip. Like that. Now the other measurement that might be handy when you're setting the shift kit up is the distance between this point here and between this point here, because you should have 15 outer links, and if the chain is brand new it generally comes in at 0.25 stretch or 25%. So most of the basic cheap 415 chains, they come in at 25% stretch from the word go. So typically in this situation I found that the absolute furthest away that these 2 points can be will be, going to my vernier, will be, make sure it's 0, yes it is, the absolute furthest away they can be for you to be able to get the chain on and do the joining link up. So going to this very outside thread of the clutch output shaft and the very outside edge of the jack shaft itself, it comes out right in the center, right in the center. It comes out to, let me double check that, I am 0. Okay, it comes out to 120.7. Just write that down. 120.70 millimeters. Double check that. It is 0. All the way out. Okay. Yeah. 120.73. Same. So if that measurement is any larger than 120.73, 120.7, you find that you're going to struggle to try to get your joining link on if it happens to fall in a tight spot. You basically have to keep rotating this 10-tooth output shaft sprocket to find the slackest point. But in my situation, as described in a previous video, when I was relatively tight at the tightest point, it came out to this measurement, 120.7. So I just kept working and filing off the material here so that at the tightest point I could get the joiner link on. and it works out to, should be 120.7. 120.7. So that's another tip. So once you've got those measurements, once you've got everything square and true, it should all be hunky-dory with the shift kit. Thanks guys.